I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you been bugging.
It should. So I immediately set myself up to expect a release. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Man, y'all getting a whole lot of turf today. Turf is working out those kinks, man. Turf is working out the kinks. But, trust me, it's all worth it. It's going to all be worth it in the end. I am definitely doing some promotion today because tomorrow's show is going to be fire. Yeah. We are going to have a fabulous show tomorrow. Please tune in. Tonight, my guy Cheeto Linus is on the building. Yep, he goes at 9:30 tonight, so absolutely. Be ready to jump in. Be prepared, man, and hear what he's got going on tonight, man. I know it's going to be a fire panel, as always. That's how Leo gets down. But, hey, let's start jumping right into this thing, man. Let's see what's going on. Who are we talking about today, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. John Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen. John Jenkins. This guy is what you call a legitimate vet. He's definitely been in the game for quite some time, man. Quite some time. And it's interesting because, I mean, as you get up in age, particularly at the defensive line position, it's not as bad as other positions, right? Particularly defensive tackle, because you're looking to, stop the run more than anything. You're not really looking at a dude for some size, speed. Well, I shouldn't say size, but for speed, right? And really getting sacks. Kind of want somebody to just plug up the hole, if you will. It's to be expected, especially a guy of this size. This guy is ginormous, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. Jonathan Jenkins, born July 11th, 1989. He's nose tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders. Played college football at Georgia. Y'all know how I feel about them Georgia players, them Georgia boys. So he was selected by the New Orleans Saints in the third round of the 2013 NFL Draft. He's also played for Seattle Seahawks, Chicago Bears, New York Giants, and Miami Dolphins. So the kid gets around, man. The kid's definitely somebody that people want, right? I mean, you don't go to that many teams without having some kind of a skill, right? Something they're paying you for. I was pleasantly surprised to dig into his background. I had no idea this kid is born and raised in Stamford, Connecticut. Actually, Meriden. He was born in Stamford, Connecticut, but he's a native of Meriden, Connecticut, which is right down the street from where I'm born and raised. He attended Francis T. Maloney High. Ladies and gentlemen, Maloney High was dope when I was going to school. And in fact, I want to say they won something. Could have been basketball, but I'm pretty sure it was baseball. They weren't like a powerhouse or anything, but they definitely, put in work. So shout out to Maloney High. Know a few dudes from out in that area. He played defensive end in high school and occasionally appeared as a fullback on short and goal situations. He attended Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College in Perkinston, Mississippi, where he recorded 41 tackles, 2 quarterback sacks as a sophomore. Gulf Coast had a 19-5 record in his 2 seasons there. So that's interesting. I wonder if he had grade problems. I'm going to have to assume that, right? Let's keep digging, ladies and gentlemen. Jenkins received an athletic scholarship to attend the University of Georgia and played for Coach Mark Reich's Georgia Bulldogs football team in 2011 and 12. He was recruited by Reich to man the nose tackle position in Georgia's 3-4 defense, rotating with Kwame Geathers. So, hey, I mean, we all know Patrick Graham, what he runs, right? So, makes a lot of sense. I can totally see, that going well from that respect. So, yeah, let's keep on keeping on with this one. His height, 6'3", 5/8. Might as well say 6'4", right? The guy is 350 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. You're not moving that. It's not movable. So, yeah, be prepared for a long night from that respect. Arm length, 34 inches. See, that makes more sense. 4 inches is a lot. 4 inches is a lot. I'll leave it at that. 9.5-inch hand span, so that's smaller than I expected. Break it down to this speed. 40-yard dash, 5.2. I'm impressed. 350 pounds, 6'4". 1.8. 10-yard split. 3.2-yard split. 4.9 20-yard shuttle. So he's not running all over the place. He's gonna chill. 7.8 on the 3-cone drill, 24.5-inch vertical. Again, who's expecting that 8.4-inch broad jump? I'm a little shocked. But last but not least, again, as a defensive tackle, kind of like what I was thinking, in that previous one that we just did, 30 reps on the bench press, ladies and gentlemen. 30 reps. I don't know. Sounds pretty solid to me. I don't see where you would think anything different as far as a defensive tackle is concerned. I mean, he's been in the league, 12 years now? 10, 12 years? Hey, maybe it's time to look. Yeah, Turf like digging into these stats. Pause. Yeah, let me pull this up because I'm excited for this one. I mean, it's, he's got a lot of time, man. He's got a lot of time in the league. From 13 to 23, that's a decade, man. He's got about a year more than our beloved veteran and Devontae Adams. But yeah, let's dive right in. New Orleans. He was in New Orleans, right? From 13 to 16, it looks like. 17. Yeah, 13 to 16. Then he got traded. In between that, he was only at Seattle for 2 games. Yeah, very interesting. Let me know if you can't see these stats well, because I can cover my face and pull that further up so that you guys can see. I'm just going to look at these pass deflections he's got. He's got quite a few pass deflections. That is actually a stat you want to look for in a defensive tackle. Those guys, they tend to get really good at, right? Stay in their position, their lane, and as soon as that ball is trying to be thrown, tracking it and getting those hands up. So disrupting the pass lanes for your quarterback makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, for him to have pass deflections, fabulous. I am a little concerned about his games. I wouldn't say he's injury prone, but at the same time, not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 solid seasons, if you will, while all the rest are below 10 game starts, below 10 games being played. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 games out of the 10. 6 years out of the 10 without getting double digits as far as games played. Starts, he's only started in double digits in 2 years. That's 2023 and 2015. So now you can start to see why we had to go get our guy, right? We had to go get him. It was necessary. This is a tough number, right? to hold on to. He had 4 pass deflections last year. He had his best year last year. So if you ask me, a person of this size, being in this, position for his age, we all know he does not pass the rundown test. But you don't need to pass the rundown test. Think about it. You know what I mean? Not gonna need to pass the rundown test as a defensive tackle from that respect, especially when you're looking for depth, right? So there you have it. Had 61 combined tackles last year. 20 to. He went off last year, so clearly he wants to be here. Last but not least, this man had a touchdown, had a sack. He had 44. He had a fumble recovery for 44 yards. Wow, this man can run. That was last year. Hey, man, I'm confused. I'm confused at what I was thinking with this. Yeah. I'm interested in this. I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in this one. Let me look at this real quick. I am absolutely interested in this. I didn't have it looping. Okay, that's what that was. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy balled out last year. He absolutely balled out. He literally had his best season. Started 17 games, played in all 17 games, 4 pass deflections, fumble recovery for 44 yards and a touchdown. He's got himself a sack, 61 combined tackles, 4 for loss, 2 quarterback hits. I don't know what you want from this guy. I think that's outstanding. If we can get the same production, somebody prove me wrong. If we can get the same production out of him this year, adding Wilkins, that's fire, ladies and gentlemen. That is fire. We in there like swimwear with that one. Real talk. So yeah, I'm digging that. I am absolutely feeling that. That's a stat you want to have, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hit this bottom chart, right? The advanced defense and fumbles chart on the bottom here. Still trying to figure this bad boy out. But we do know his best season was 2023. So we're going to dive right to the bottom. As you know, he played 17 games, started 17 games. He was only a target once. 1 completion. I don't even understand how you can go about that. 3 yards. Pass coverage. I just don't see any of these numbers making sense. I don't know what RAT stands for, but he's definitely got some huge numbers from 22 and 23. I would think that the lower that number is, the better. Not sure. Yards after catch. Not worried about that. Yeah. That's right. He did play for Miami. With Wilkins, right? I believe they played, 22-21. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I like what I'm seeing, ladies and gentlemen. I like what I'm seeing a lot. His age is troublesome. I won't lie. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to get by. You can't just pass up age and act like it doesn't matter. I wish, but we know it matters. Age matters. So, yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. And we're deep. We got Nesta. We got Byron from Alabama. We are good, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I don't think I had any drop frames. I think everything went smooth on this one. I need y'all to tell me. I haven't seen anybody make any comments, so I couldn't figure out if that's working. Let's see if YouTube is even working, right? Yep, we're going to finish off with this right here. Let's see if YouTube is actually working for your boy. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, we're going to go to this live. It's live. We got 3 watching. I wonder what's going on with that, because I can't see you guys. Yeah, I can't see. See, yeah, it is people in the chat, man. And I'm mad that it's not working. I appreciate y'all for showing up. I'm glad y'all picked this up, man. I hope you heard it. I hope everything went well. Yeah, this is awesome. At least I don't know why I didn't get any of the chat. I didn't get any of the chat. That's definitely going to be on me. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get that sorted out. Normally, it works just right. Yep, I'm just putting a comment in to see if it actually comes in. And as I expected, it did not come in. So it is what it is. That's all right. We'll get that working. We'll get that figured out sooner than later, especially for tomorrow. That I can promise you. That I can assure you. So, what's my grade for this guy, right? What do I want to give him? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to give Mr. John Jenkins a B-. B as in boy, minus. At that age, running around and still doing big things, I mean, you had to see those stats as far as his last season. I mean, best season yet. The brother's getting better with age. So, hey, we're going to have to ride that. We're going to have to ride that out and see how that works. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, Turf is out. Again, we got Cheeto Linus coming on in about 45 minutes. We got me tomorrow. Special guest, as you can see, I'm scrolling it all night. Miss Cammie Glenn is in the building, a super fan. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, trust me. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to get myself ready for this show. Yeah, like Cheeto's going to have a hell of a show tonight. I can assure you of it. Peace, Raider Nation.